fight. I don't care what the final score is. I don't care what the final scorecard is. We got that wrong.
My ticket at plus 205 says you're wrong.
All right. And then in the main event, no way we saw Alvarez getting past Crusher K.
No.
We got that fucking wrong.
What about Kulin Love? Knew that one too.
Well, yeah, but that's just because we thought Jay Leon was a fucking shot fighter.
He was never an A.
And I almost thought that they'd find a way to give that fight to Jay Leon. I didn't know that he was completely out with Mayweather, but he was, obviously, and we talked about it. We didn't even come close to getting Alvarez. Look, I thought Alvarez was being fed to Crusher K, because this whole thing is about getting Crusher and Bivol in the ring for a super fight in Vegas or in Europe or wherever, probably New York, because HBO doesn't like to travel. Every HBO fight seems to emanate from New York right now. My favorite stat about the fight from last night, Andrew, by the way, was that they said it was a sellout. You know what? If you block out the top of the arena...
On what fight? What fight was a sellout?
Kovalev-Alvarez was a sellout. I saw that on the news.
You know what? They were trying to do that.
If you eliminate the top deck of arenas like that, Andrew, you can have a sellout too. If you eliminate the first two decks and it's just the people sitting around the ring, you can get a sellout as well.
Atlantic City's pushing to take boxing again. That was the return, a big show, right? That was a return of a big show to Atlantic City.
Andrew, because everybody lies about their attendance. Look, I'm not going to say this because I don't like to talk about me.
Mr. Trump was happy.
Since I've gone back and I've checked the numbers. Did you know that my fight with Danny was a sellout? Now, mind you, the top and the second level were blacked out, and only the people on the floor were the only ones in the
I hear
arena.
that, Lee. I hear what you're saying.
Dude, it's bullshit.
Okay, but who cares? I mean, hey, does anyone notice how much President Trump has combat fighters in his Oval Office? We've seen the heavyweight champion there. We've seen the UFC champion there. In Atlantic City's now pushing for boxing again.
Dib Farmer. Dib Farmer.
Don't be surprised, Lee.
Dib Farmer.
He almost took boxing in the 90s.
Dib Farmer.
What? What do you want me to do about that?
Did you watch it on your app?
No, I didn't watch it on my app.
You're paying $5 a month.
Shit, it was on the ESPN app?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
That's why we talked about it.
Listen, I told you I didn't have too much stock in Billy Dib, you guys. If he was going to win that fight, he was going to be on a rubbery. 5 years ago, that guy was a prospect that didn't blossom. I didn't expect it this weekend. It didn't happen. Tevin Farmer is your new champ. No, didn't watch it. Didn't have my interest. I'm very busy right now. Maybe if I was home just watching babies, then I would have turned it on, but not running around. What I did watch on the road.
Well, funny you say that. I need to know about the rehearsal. Did you go all the way to the venue and do the rehearsal? Yes. I'm getting off this fight because the fight sucked. I watched it.
Well, yeah, I know. What I did watch on my streaming app that was pretty cool was the HBO undercard. So we won't get back into it, but that was on my
I can't stress this enough for boxing fans. You got to follow HBO Boxing and Showtime Boxing on Facebook, and they will give you invitations to when they're going to stream live. I can't stress this enough to everybody who's into boxing. You can watch the undercards. You can save yourself a lot of money. You don't have to go to fights anymore. I get the point of going to a fight. I've recently gone with friends. Actually, the last couple of live fights I went as a civilian, and I enjoyed them immensely. But the reason I'm telling you all this, on Facebook, if you follow Showtime, HBO, PBC, even Oscar De La Hoya just went back and watched the Chavez fight this past week, and he did it live on Facebook. And
That's awesome. Which one, though? Which fight? I bet you number one.
I don't remember.
Because number two, he gets his ass kicked, but whatever.
But I clicked on the invite, and I got the notification, and Oscar did it. He's smart. He's getting involved with social media. You, listening to this show, can get involved with social media. First, please support our sponsors. Use LasVegasDiscount.net. The big fight's coming up September 15th. And there are plenty of rooms available in Vegas because apparently nobody knows there's a fight in Vegas on September 15th outside
of
us.
De La Hoya Chavez 2 was a 6-round fight, Chavez wins on points. But go ahead, Lee.
So book your next show. Go to fightnetradio.com, wind up on Facebook, follow the show, be involved, click and be one of the faithful who listens to the show. What do I mean? Well, Callie King was all over talking about the fight from last week. Ruben, again, my long-standing debate with Josel, who's dead to me. Juan, the Lopez Familia, which I just find hilarious, who you were with last night. We'll get to that in a minute. The big Josel and Jaime were both having a discussion about the retirement of Lucas. We'll talk about that in a moment. You can get involved as well. All you got to do is type in Fight Net Radio, and you can comment on Tyson Fury, along with Callie King and Andrew and everybody else. Andrew is usually the number one person commenting. I try to comment under my name, but so we can keep it square, but just so you can keep it all going. Of course, there is stuff up about Son of God returning Andre Ward. So big shout out to Mario, who also appeared on the website. There you go. Which gets us to news of the week and our discussion points. There's only about 4 discussion points to cover for this week, for the final, 30, 40 minutes of this show. About
30 minutes, Lee. We got a photo shoot to get
all right,
to.
30 minutes. Let me get even gayer. I'm going to a cat convention today. I'll say it again because I'm sure nobody got that. I'm going to a convention for people who own cats.
Hey, you know what? I want one cat, long hair, and I'm going to make him a lion. I've seen it at a rich person's house. It was awesome. The cat looked like a lion. I want to do that.
Go on my timeline, Andrew, and find a picture. We have a cat named Ben who is about 3 feet long. He's a large cat. It's the largest of our – it's a large cat. We gave him a mohawk. He's a long hair, and we gave him a mohawk. He looks like Sylvester from Sylvester and Tweety.
Very nice.
He's very cool. He's also a very angry cat. And let me explain, when you have a real large cat, like that can actually do shit, he attacks humans. Like it's like owning a bad dog. But I digress. All right, tell me about the rehearsal.
What about it? It was really fast, Did you
go to the venue?
We're all pretty experienced in the wedding thing at our age, so it wasn't too hard to say what was happening.
Did you cry at the rehearsal?
No, sir.
Did she cry at the rehearsal?
Of course she did.
Oh, nice!
Now, she had to hand out gifts.
Oh, jeez.
So.
And the best dudes in all this, is Willie one of the best dudes?
Yes, but because of circumstances.
Right. You had to stand in for Willie. Yes. Right. So, how many best dudes are there?
There are 2 best men, and then 5 groommen altogether. Yeah.
2 best dudes.
Christina has 2 best friends, so I had to do 2 best men.
This is fucking gay.
That is just what happens.
Christina, I know you don't listen to this show, but it's probably going to be relayed through the Lopez department, who listens to the show. Why the fuck do fucking family listen to this?
Out.
How many family members am I actually going to hear from next weekend about this show?
I have no idea.
Do you think they're just going to be afraid to talk to me in general?
It's an open bar, so
my God, I got to bring a record. By the way, for everybody, next week's show will not be about boxing. I find it hard to believe that it will be about boxing. I'm just going to put a recorder on the end of my phone, and I will bring you clips from the Andrew wedding so that it's saved forever.
Is there a fight that we can watch at the wedding?
Oh, my God, at a table. How fucking great would that be? I'll bring the laptop.
I can only do.
No, I'll put a fight. You tell me. It's your wedding day. What fight do you want to watch on your wedding day? It'll be on my laptop.
Christina's saying no. Look, wait.
I love this idea.
Hold on, Lee. I can only do a guest appearance on the fight. You can call it from your table.
Well, no, we'll do a 3-round fight. We'll make it really fast.
I will do my rounds, and as I come around,
Why don't we do Hearns Hagler? You can stand around for 3 rounds of Hearns Hagler.
What the hell?
That's what? 9 minutes of boxing.
Hey. If you Facebook Live it, she'll allow it.
Okay, I'll Facebook Live it.
Facebook Live the ceremony for her. She will do it.
And I'll
one thing she's asking for, Lee. I told her I didn't have to tell you, but because we're getting all into this contract. Look, and now she's shutting the door. She just told the boys, get the hell out of here.
All right. What? She
said no play-by-play.
Oh.
During the ceremony, you cannot do play-by-play. See,
no
said,
talking. No
talking. I said
That's
play-by-play. That's
Andrew. He's walking up the aisle.
Talking. You need to.
No, I'll Facebook Live it up, Fight Net Radio. So everybody tune in next week who complains that we don't do enough Facebook Living. It'll be saved forever. I cannot wait.
Open bar for 5 hours, you guys, so tune in.
5 hours. So I won't record until about the 3rd or 4th hour, everybody. So I will have drunk Raider fans. I'll have Willie.
I'll
have Willie. Look, I can have Willie do voices for 2 hours.
Oh, Willie's going to be terrible.
Oh, my God. Willie drunk? A fucking San Francisco fan in the heart of Raider country?
Willie said he's going to open up. He said he's going to open up with he thinks he's the reason why me and Christina get married earlier. I said, you're a damn Niner, aren't you? Fucking guy.
No, you know what? I should order on Amazon like a Charger tie right now, shouldn't I? How much trouble would that get me in? This is the same group of people that threatened me at the Raider game, right? This is that group, right?
Some might be there, yes.
For those of you who've never lived through that moment, and I've told the story well, where I saw the bullet holes at what is it, O2 Arena or Stadium? What is it called now?
O2 Coliseum, yeah. I don't know. I hope it's the same, yeah. I don't know.
Or is it Oakland Coliseum now? So Andrew showed me the bullet holes from where a guy just showed up and started shooting into the swap meet that is the pre-Raider game.
18-year-old kid. 18-year-old, I think he got like 30-something years for that day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then Andrew's team played the Chargers. I wore black because I'm smart. And Andrew's friends all knew that I was from San Diego. So they basically told me to shut the fuck up and enjoy the game.
Basically,
and that's exactly how they said it too, Andrew.
Basically, what I heard, Lee, is if you shoot into a crowd of people and those people show up to court, they will give you attempted murder on every single person that says they were standing in that crowd.
Andrew, I go to a lot of football. I do. Never have I feared getting fucking popped. The only time I ever felt a level of danger at a football game was at a Chargers-Raider game, where after the game, by the way, I've told this story many times on this show, the Raider-on-Raider crime when the Raiders lose is fantastic.
It's awesome, and you wait until Vegas, baby. You ain't seen nothing yet. Our best days are ahead of us.
Dude, that dude getting knocked out behind the stadium when I walked to my car scared the shit out. Like, I've seen knockouts close, but when it happened where the dude's head bounced off the curb and then the EMT looking at me and shrugging and going, happens all the time.
If Mark Davis was really smart, he would have Michael Buffer say, let's get ready to rumble before every Raider game because there are going to be fights, baby.
Yeah, but there'll be air conditioning at least.
I don't care. They're going to be broke,
Paul Cuff
drunk,
just jumped in on the website. Big shout out to... I'm giving shout outs to everybody.
Hey, wait a minute. Big thing, you guys. Sunday morning, when you wake up in Las Vegas, most of the time you're not happy. Hey, every once in a while, you'll have that one friend, hey, I had a good weekend. 6 other of your friends did not have a good weekend.
No.
They're bragging.
Look, I can't wait to go to the Chargers Raiders in Vegas. It'll be circled on my calendar every year. Big shout out to Paul and Ruben. Who in the Lopez Familia is the actual listener?
Everyone. Well, they both use it, I believe. So
she listens to the show too?
Of course. We all commute. Everybody commutes. So I hope they still listen.
Oh, he commutes with you?
Listen, I might know. I got my own. No, we all got our own cars. But listen.
No, I'm talking about regular interactions and regular listeners to the show. Near as I could tell, there's only a small percentage that are really your family. I know I make the joke, but I'm a week away from running into these people, Andrew.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm definitely running into the Lopez family.
I don't know how many of them could actually put up with us.
Wait, hold on. First of all, am I at the Lopez table? Whose table am I at? What did you sit me with, and how social do I need to be?
Let me see. Well, you're with Mario, the boxing trainer who has